First of all, McKenna reached a milestone tonight, 1,000 points. So I want to welcome her to the 1,000-point club. She also has over 600 rebounds now. Caitlin flirted with that triple-double, and I'd love for her to get it because it's so hard to get them. But I was more worried about injury and those type of things at that point than her getting the triple-double. Monika never lost to Minnesota her entire career, which is really fun to see that. I thought our defense was good in the second half. Held them to great numbers, field goal percentage numbers. Only scored one field goal the fourth quarter. The beginning of the third quarter, I thought we came out and played some really good defense then as well. Held Mara Brown to 0 points in the second half. So happy with that, considering she is their leading scorer. And I think Sid came in and really played well. I thought Sid, when Kate went down, I think it really shook our team. This team really cares about each other. And when one of their teammates falls, we were all concerned, and I think that really took them out of their rhythm a little bit. And it took us a little time to get kind of refocused again. But I think Sid just went in and played very, very well. I'm very happy with her performance.
Injury to Kate aside, is this kind of the game you were hoping for? I know you said you were kind of concerned maybe that this had a trap game feel, a team that has the ability to play well. I know they showed it at times tonight against you guys, but is this kind of the type of win you were hoping for, a comfortable one?
Well, yes. I know we can shoot better from three than we're shooting right now, though. And if we would have shot a decent percentage from three, we could have put up 100 tonight, And so, unfortunately, they're not falling for us right now. We got to keep working. We'll get in the gym and we'll fix it. That's what we got to do.
What is Kate's situation?
Well, they did an initial X-ray in here, and it looks like a deep bone bruise. But we're going to get a real X-ray over at the hospital tomorrow, and we'll be able to figure that out.
Is it her shin, I'm assuming?
It's her shin. She got kneed right in the shin.
For the players, what did you think when you saw her go down? And as Coach said, did it kind of shake you up a little bit when you saw her?
Yeah, and Kate's like our emotional leader. She's like our captain. She's the one everybody looks to in hard times. So, when you have somebody like that go down on your team, you would like to think that other people would step up and be there. And we did that, but at the same time, it's still kind of weird thing when you see Kate go down like that. But, I think the third quarter was a little up and down for us, especially after that happened. But I thought we really reset in the fourth quarter and leaned into one another and, kind of got our feet back under us. But, I think it's normal to kind of have that emotion, especially when you see, somebody that plays such significant minutes and gives such great leadership to your team, go down with that kind of freak accident kind of thing.
Yeah, and she's one of the toughest people I know. So, when Kate goes down, you're like, okay, something actually is, wrong. It's not just nobody breaks their nose twice, plays, and, isn't one of the strongest people ever. Yeah.
If she comes back out and she's on crutches and in the huddle, what does that kind of say about her and the way she is?
It made me really happy that, she could be out there and she could be engaged. She wasn't kind of limited back to the training room, so that kind of allowed me to take a deep breath. And she looked collected in that moment, so that was really nice to see.
Is she still your roommate, Monika?
Yeah, she is. 4 years going strong.
Lisa, it looked like when you went out there, she was pretty distraught. Did she initially think it was something worse, or what was she saying when you went out there?
I knew it wasn't her knee. She indicated it was her shin right away. And so I was concerned that, it broke. I really, she was in a lot of pain. And so I'm just very thankful that I'm going to pray tonight that no broken bones and that this initial X-ray is accurate.
What did you guys do defensively against Braun in the second half that made such a difference?
Well, we were trying the whole game to keep the ball out of her hands. She's a really good player, and she doesn't back down to anybody. And I thought Sid went in and did a very, very good job on her. And so, I think we frustrated her a little bit.
Monika, was like having your sister out there on the floor? I believe this is your first time going up against her. Mm-hmm. I know you guys always talk about, once the ball is tipped, you're focused on the game. But, you come in, you check in, she's already out there on the floor. What was that kind of like?
It was a lot of fun. I mean, the whole game, like, I blocked her one time, and in my head I was like, I cannot wait to bring that up later. So, like,
She did. It was
yeah,
a nice
in the
block.
game,
I was like,
we're just super locked in. Even after the game, we just talked, and she was like, "That should have been a foul," like all this stuff. So we still have that rivalry going, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's been both of our dreams to play on a stage like this for so long, and to have her have that ability, and me too. It's really special. It's something that a lot of families get to enjoy. So yeah, I love it.
Is that the first time you've been on opposite teams?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as far as I can think, yeah, it's the first time.
How were you guys able to constantly drive the lane? I mean, that set up so many good shots for you, either in the post or throwing it back out, or.
I mean, it's something we try to do a lot, you know, it's something we work on all the time. And so, you know, it was there, take it, you know.
Just your thought about becoming the all-time leader in wins in the Big Ten.
You know, I mean, obviously Jan Jensen and Jenny Fitzgerald have been there for every single one of those Big Ten wins. And so, you know, I don't consider it my honor, I consider it our honor. And the only thing that's odd about it to me is that C. Vivian Stringer had it. And, you know, I grew, you know, as a young coach at St. Ambrose, and I'd come over and work her camps, and I'd sneak into her practices and, you know, pick her ear. And so now, you know, it just seems kind of odd because I have so much respect for C. Vivian Stringer, and that's the only kind of weird thing about it. But it's kind of unusual, I guess. You know, she was here so long as well.
Gabby Marshall, she was getting good looks. She just is struggling and making
Yeah.
shots. What's kind of your message to her right now,
Well,
as she goes through this?
To me, I mean, it's get in the gym, and we'll show her, you know, the shots, and they were all good shots. I mean, they are good shots. And so, you know, sometimes it can mentally get in your way, and you've got to get over that. And the only way you can get it mentally over it is to get in the gym and see the ball go through the net and know that you're not doing anything wrong, that you're not in some slump. It's just, you got to get in and see it, you know, happen. And once she gets a couple, I'm sure she'll bounce back for us.
Way too early to think about it, but I'll ask anyway. If Kate's out for a while, who's next girl in?
Yeah, I mean, we could go a lot of different ways. We could go with Molly, we could go with Sid, but I guess those are probably the two most common suspects right now, is those two.
Caitlin Mott, I know C. Vivian Stringer. That's a name that means a lot to you, but you haven't been shy about saying your coach is the greatest of all time. Like, what does it mean, or what did it mean when you saw that number on the board and got to give Lisa a hug, especially you, Caitlin?
Man, I mean, she's the reason I came here. Like, she always believed in me, even when I was in high school. Like, we always had the same vision, and maybe a lot of people around us didn't really have that same vision. So, yeah, I just think she's developed a lot of really tremendous players way before my time. So, I mean, it's just incredible, and I'm so lucky that I get to play for somebody that, you know, loves offense as much as I do. Yeah. But, no, I mean, I think the biggest thing for me is, like, she cares about us more as people than basketball players, and I promise you it's not like that everywhere else. A lot of people, like, this is ran like a business. Here, we're like a family. We know there's way more important things in life than putting a ball and through the hoop or getting a win. You know, we love to win, but at the end of the day, there's a lot more important things in life, and she knows that. So she's somebody that will always be there for us, you know, even after we take off this Iowa jersey, and I think that's super important as well.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of going off of what Caitlin said. I mean, they're just all doing stuff the right way. Like, they just, like Caitlin said again, they care about us so much. Like, truly, we are more than athletes around them, and in this program, we are such a family. There's such a family dynamic. And they know basketball better than so many other people. Like, I know, I have so much trust in them, and they have so much trust in me, and it just makes the game so much fun. Like, I would never want to play anywhere else. So I'm so
Thankfully.
honored to play for her, and I'm so celebratory for her.
Absolutely.
I know, again, obviously you haven't really had a chance to think about it. I know you mentioned Sydney and Molly possibly getting into the starting lineup. Is Taylor McCabe someone that could potentially get more minutes now if Kate's out?
I mean, that could potentially happen as well. Yeah. Not in the, I wouldn't say in the starting lineup. I would definitely see Molly and Sid going into the starting position before Taylor. But, you know, we got to work Taylor in. We got to. She's just too good not to.
Caitlin, as you all were starting to generate points and get above, get to that 20-point lead and then some, you all really came out onto the court even in those last few minutes, with no ounce of complacency, it seems like. So I'm just wondering if you could speak to, like, the team's mindset, not playing with any complacency, even if you're up by double.
Yeah, I think that's like always kind of how we want to, approach the game. It's not over until the final buzzer sounds, no matter who's in the game, no matter if we're putting subs in that haven't been in all game. We always want to we always keep saying stab and twist. Like, we always just want to keeping our
That was Megan Gesses that started that.
keeping our foot on the throttle.
Kindest person in the whole world.
Keeping our foot on the throttle. Like, we never want to let up, and I think especially like Minnesota didn't quit. We knew they weren't going to quit. So we just had to keep going, keep playing. We never want to play just to win. Or not to lose. We don't want to play that way. We want to play to win the basketball game, keep it exciting, keep it fun, but also understand time and score. But I thought we did a really good job of that, And I thought even the people that got subbed in that really hadn't been in all game really executed and ran the offense well and gave really good effort too.
You talk about how much you love offense, she loves offense. We're getting awful close here. Within the next 2 or 3 games, both these kids are going to go over 2,000 points. I mean, just what's the significance of that? I mean, only 3 players have done that all time here.
Wow. Yeah, I had not realized that only 3 players had ever done that, but, these are 2 offensive specialists. I mean, when you consider...
Are you sure you don't mean defense?
I'm sure. I mean, for Monika to lead the country in field goal percentage shooting 2 years in a row is absolutely amazing. That is so incredible. Like, statistically, it's almost impossible to do. Caitlin is she's a gifted player. And you don't always get to coach kids like that, and you're very thankful when you do get a chance. And then when you get these 2 combined, how much fun is that? And point guard and center, it's like the perfect bookends right there. So really happy for him. We'll celebrate that when it happens. Pretty excited. I did not realize only 3 people had done that, so that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.